Today there are important updates from the Pokrovsk direction. Here on the eastern flank, the Russian forces conducted a massive push to cut off Ukrainian supply lines to Pokrovsk and starve out the defenders. However, Russians quickly got stuck in fortifications that guard the back of the Ukrainian defense line, with intense close quarters battles breaking out. In the latest adjustment of their summer offensive, Russian forces are now concentrating their efforts on encircling Pokrovsk from the east. Despite being initially promising, the failed encirclement efforts from the west and unsuccessful infiltration attempts from the south were both successfully pushed back by Ukrainian defenders. Ukrainians improved their tactical standing, stalling further enemy momentum, which changed Russia's strategy toward targeting logistics on the western flank. However, the same cannot be said for the eastern flank. After making headway there, Russian forces rapidly shifted their focus to this sector, capitalizing on their momentum to push deeper and reach the strategically vital settlement of Rodinsk. Their objective is now clear: cut supply lines, threaten Pokrovsk and Mirnograd from behind, and force the Ukrainian defense into a semi-encircled position. Rodinsk has emerged as a focal point in Russia's operational plan due to its position directly behind Pokrovsk and Mirnograd, which allows it to serve as a logistical and tactical keystone for both towns. Capturing it would open a dangerous axis of advance from the rear, collapsing supply routes and placing additional pressure on Ukrainian units holding the line. Recognizing this, Russian commanders are pouring reinforcements into the area, prioritizing the capture of the dense urban environment of Rodinsk, which would offer both protection for troop concentrations and ideal conditions for the launch of drone operations. If secured, Russian drone teams positioned in Rodinsk could launch strikes with ease across a 15 to 25 kilometer radius, hitting key Ukrainian staging areas and logistical hubs. If we look at the topographic map, we can see that the immediate threat could easily extend west toward Khroshchein, which sits in a lowland and would be vulnerable to attack. Additionally, this would allow the Russians to gain access to the same high ground that Pokrovsk is sitting on and would open up attack routes directly from behind. For now, however, the main Russian effort remains squarely focused on breaking Ukrainian resistance in Rodinsk. The fierce battle for the settlement has already begun, with high-intensity engagements playing out on its eastern approaches. Geolocated combat footage paints a clear picture of the fighting, as in one clip, a Ukrainian Marine fires an 84 grenade launcher at point-blank range into an underground cellar where Russian soldiers had holed up in. After the explosion had opened up the underground area, a vampire hexacopter was then able to drop a heavy mine from above, obliterating the Russian position. Elsewhere, the Starfall unit of the 14th Operational Brigade of Ukraine's National Guard is shown operating east of Rodinsk, targeting Russian troops hiding near a mine with drone-dropped explosives to stop their advance. More particularly brutal GoPro footage captures two Ukrainian soldiers responding to signs of an enemy presence. Calm and calculated, they discover two Russian assault troops hiding in a cellar. Speaking fluent Russian, the Ukrainians momentarily confused the intruders before eliminating them with grenades tossed inside. The same team later clears a nearby house, eliminates the Russian soldiers inside, and seizes a captured assault rifle. Overall, Pokrovsk remains the hottest section of the front line and the focal point of Russia's summer campaign. The Russians are determined to establish a foothold in the paved neighborhoods before the fall rains make any approach on soft ground impossible, and their pivot to the east has already yielded dangerous momentum. Yet this shift is now being met with fierce Ukrainian resistance centered on Rodinsk, quickly growing to be of extreme importance. Its defense is about protecting the entire Pokrovsk-Mirnograd sector from collapse, as if Rodinsk falls, the door to encirclement opens. For now, however, Ukrainian forces are holding, fighting from house to house, and striking back with every tool available. The battle is far from over, but the outcome in Rodinsk may well decide the fate of Pokrovsk. If you are against the invasion of Ukraine and you want to support the work that I am doing, consider subscribing to our own independent news website. Here you can find our exclusive strategic insights, comprehensive overviews of all fronts, and regular tactical analysis videos. By subscribing, you will not only show your support for this channel, but also help and defend independent journalism. The link to our website is in the description. Thank you for watching this report, and I appreciate everyone who stepped up to join us.